G'day guys, Nick here from cpapreviews.com.au. Today I'm going to be taking you through ResMed's latest nasal pillow mask, the P10, and this is the mask that's taken over from the ResMed Swift FX, which was also a very good mask. Now the first thing I noticed when I got this mask was that it's very light. It's apparently 50% lighter than the predecessor, the Swift FX, and you can literally feel it in your hand. It's feather light. That's probably mainly to do with the headgear, which is they've changed from what used to be like a thick silicone type material to this elastic lightweight material. Okay, and also the lightweight flexi tubing is also so very light. So there's not a huge amount to the mask, which is a good thing. But yeah, you certainly notice that it's extremely light. I guess this would be handy. Obviously, the lighter when you're sleeping, it's going to be more easy to turn over and things like that over night time, instead of sort of having that big heavier mask on your face. Very low profile. The other thing that ResMed claims about this mask is that it's 50% quieter than the Swift FX, and that's due to the exhalation ports, which are this woven mesh type fabric at the front here that they've got. Okay, and that's the aim of that is to diffuse the air away. So on the Swift FX they have a number of little sort of pinholes, which sort of gives you that direct airflow, whereas now they've got this nice woven mesh on the exhalations, so that when you're in bed, if you have the mask on, you're not going to get that direct airflow shooting across at someone who might be next to you, and it also makes it quieter, the fact that it's diffused instead of that stream of air coming out. So that's a really cool feature of this mask. The other good thing about this mask is there's not too many components, which is really good. It makes it very easy to assemble and take apart. In fact, to take the little nasal pillow out, you just little button at the front there that you can press and it just pops out. So that's very good because it's very easy to clean that way and put back together. So once you have given it a bit of a wash or something, it can only go back in one way because they've designed it so that the top clip there is a little bit small on the bottom clip, so it can only go back in one way, and that's good because especially the Swift FX, you didn't know whether you were really putting it in back to front, and it was a bit harder for some people. It's all right if you know what you're doing, but a lot of people find these sort of things a little bit difficult. So yeah, I think it's pretty comfortable to wear. Okay, so it's very easy to put on at night time. It has this split strap design, so you can when you pull it over your head and put it on, you then separate the straps so that one comes down behind your head and the other comes up over the top of your head. So all in all, it is a really nice mask. It's very comfortable to wear. It's very low profile. It's very light on the face. Probably the downside, I would say, of this mask would be that I like whenever a company goes with this sort of one size fits all, non-adjustable, head straps. I always get a little bit nervous for the fact that there are so many different shaped individuals with different size heads and bits and pieces. So having the elastic, I can see is good that it stretches and things like that. But one thing everyone knows about elastic is that yes, it does stretch, and sometimes when you stretch it too much, obviously it becomes stretch. And so when you are wearing this mask, the fact that you can't sort of make it a bit tighter so that it sits up maybe a bit tighter in the nose, I think it's probably a bit of a downfall. And I think in the future we will see that ResMed actually bring out a different style head strap. They'll update this head strap, I think, and bring some sort of adjustable head strap in. This head strap's very easy to take off. It's just sort of slides off, so it is pretty easy to wash and things like that. But I think if you were washing it frequently, once again, the material is going to stretch, and I think probably wear a bit that's alright if it's a $2 piece of material, but as I'm sure many of you already know, that these little bits and pieces, that little pillows and your straps and your tubes and bits and pieces, cost a small fortune to get. So, if you're having to update this strap constantly because it was stretching, or trying to sew it back up so it was smaller, it might end up costing a little bit. But certainly, it is a mask that gets very good feedback. It's very light, very quiet, and certainly worth having a go. But just be aware that you might be up for a few more extra dollars in the long run having to replace these straps. And I think that there will be in the future a newer strap for this mask brought out that will be more adjustable. I know that Fisher & Paykel had a mask out called the Bolero that had a single strap, same sort of thing, elastic, and it wasn't too long before they brought out the Bolero Q, which had a more modified strap, which was basically adjustable. So this ResMed Swift P10 comes in the male version, which is the bluish version here, and they have small, medium, and large pillows. And also I've got here the for her version, or female version, which has just got a pink strap, and they have extra small, and medium pillows, so you don't get the large pillow. And that pillow, obviously, the size is determined by the size of your nostrils. So obviously, if you've got very small nostrils, you'll be going a small and extra small. Very large, you're going to be going a large. So if you are a female and you think that you've got quite large nostrils, you might want to consider possibly either getting the male one or actually getting the female one and asking if they can put a large one in there for you, because you won't get it. Yeah, so there's the P10, and just for comparison, I've quickly got the Swift FX here, which was still a very good mask. You can see that the strapping's much heavier. It's sort of a thicker rubber, and there's all those little holes at the front there. I don't know if you can see them. That's the exhalation port, so that's where a lot of the noise will come through. But this was a very, very good mask, and still is a very good mask. And the thing that I'd like about it compared to the other one is it is adjustable with this sort of slider strap at the top, and also adjustable with the Velcro on the back there. This tubing is also a bit heavier than this lightweight one. So I hope you've got a bit of information. You found that useful. Please check out my other videos that I'm going to be putting up there. I'll be spending a bit of time just doing a few tutorials, so people who are maybe new to CPAP and sleep apnea can get a bit more insight into the sleeping disorder, and also what sort of mask and bits and pieces might work for them. I've been doing this for 12 years now, so I've seen a lot of masks from back in the day, and also get to see all the improvements that all the new companies are making with the new technology that's coming along. Each year it's bringing out new masks, better technology, making it more comfortable for patients when they're sleeping with the therapy. So please feel free to like the video and subscribe if you found it good, and we'll keep you up to date with new videos coming, so you can upgrade your masks as the years go by. Thanks for watching. Bye.